trying to stay ahead of some things with doing the astrology, and the main thing that I feel a lot of people need to be reminded about is where Pluto is and what it's doing. It went back into Capricorn for the last time. This is what has been okay. So a lot of good astrologers are saying now, to understand this, we're going to have to go back 3 years ago when Saturn was conjunct Pluto in Capricorn along with Jupiter. And then Jupiter and Saturn got together. But the theme of Pluto being in Capricorn, that's like saying a wrecking ball is in that house. and and Capricorn rules the material world. It rules the rules that are made by Satan. I'm in Saturn, God, and because of that, it's see, there is we in astrology, Saturn kind of points at Satan, and then Pluto, everybody forgets and is in complete denial about this, points at God and or the truth. You know, Saturn has all of these rules that I say as a Plutonian person, we must question. Is that necessary now? Maybe that was then, but now is now. We have a different way that we're using materials and what we need and stuff like this. And so Capricorn should be more flexible about that, shouldn't they? The fact is that I've seen them loosen up over the last 14 years while Pluto has been wrecking their fucking asses. Either that, babes, or here's what I detect what's happening. Okay, so because, and it's that hanging on by the very skin of the hairs of your chinny chin, or whatever, however you say it. That's what's going on. And people are not going to be able to hang on. This is the last crawl through the darkness. And what I just said is this is the last sweep where some people are just going to say, you know what? I don't like this life. I don't like being under such manipulative control. I would like to know what's really going on. See, and this is going on with each and every individual on some level. If you're not used to it and you don't see, well, there it is again, and wow, I know what I have to do now, Taurus, which is just you don't do anything. You back away. You take your right to remain reality and or silent. Um, Nothing was made by a word. There is a faction of people out there that are doing abracadabra, and they're dangerous to themselves. You can't trust anybody who thinks that a word or even a thought coming from a human mind has made reality. No. And that means it doesn't push you around either. Now, if it's the truth and it's a resonance coming out of the truth, it's going to push your ass around. It's going to have an effect. This is the problem with whatever is real and tries to rise up. Now, what is real has been testing Capricorn. Their passing with flying colors would to just loosen up. Take that fucking necktie off. Just know that it's great that you are able to run for the money like that, but now what? See, the now what is when we evolve into the Aquarius, who says, and now I be selfless because I know enough real science to just let go of this attachment to For Capricorn, it would be material things, money, and that whole fucking system out there that only fear would say, oh, no, this is working out really great. No, I like the way the system is. You know what? The last time, and I'm going to wrap this conversation up right now, I talked with somebody. See, I like to play music with some people, and I was attracting myself to musicians. I just wanted to play music, and so I began to, and I was meeting up with all these people. I thought, wow, this is cool. I'm in the same room with this person. We're playing music now, and so we would have a conversation. And this person tells me, what? You don't like the system? I love it. I think it's great the way it's set up. You can get anything you want. Just go and get it. And I'm like, no, that's not what's happening. I don't know who this person thought they were or where they were coming from. But then I kind of see I was playing music with them, and then well, that wasn't working out, and you could tell why. So I kind of stood back a little bit. Later on, 15 years later, I find out, oh, he ends up in a mental institution. He's not doing very well for himself, and therefore he's in that mental institution. And not saying that that's a bad thing, that he went completely nuts and he was ruined. Maybe he began to see that what he thought was bitchin' and right was totally wrong, and that is a disturbance, right? And maybe he pulled out of it. I don't know. But I admit I was kind of satisfied when I heard that, oh, he ended up in a fucking mental ward. Well, go to your system there. They're going to take care of you, right? Huh? Man, we are seeing some things. I have been looking at some stuff. And it's not what you dwell on. What at the same time that people are seeing something, see, babes, I've been getting downloads about some things just recently. And I do not back away. I do not deny these very subtle experiences. I regard them as being far more important than the obvious, which is we are in fear orientation and we are blocked and we can't really have these experiences, or can we? Fuck you. I have gotten the hang of my intuitive um, grasping what is important to me here, and not just to me, but let's just say there was a humanity. I might be it. So it is important to me. Not what's obvious. I mean, we all know there's a money-making game out there, and we've got to pay our bills, right? Boy, um, it's great and everything. We should do that, but if it turns out that it's not really paying off for us, but it's actually imprisoning our potential, hang it up. But that's where we are right now, and the resources that are being used right now is in order to stop that awakening. Now, I'm talking about, this is nothing new. The world out there that you see rushing around and fucking vibrating in neon lights and gassing everything up is that effort to completely distract you. Really, it's like, you feel like you need something to do. You have something you're seeking, huh? You want to do the right work? Well, come with us. And it's a total distraction, because if you did the right work and you found out what's happening, you would get rid of all of these companies that I say, of course, misery loves company. Humanity is in such a dire condition, in danger, because they don't know anything like how to clean water, how to garden their own food, or how to build anything. And that's a condition that has welled up. I think it's pretty much during my grandmother's lifetime. She would still be alive right now if she wasn't surrounded by people who really just are getting sucked more and more into this system. that claims that they have a solution as to how you're going to live. A lot of people don't know any difference. They view somebody like me or Jesus over there as ungrateful. And what? See, I just read an article today. It was fascinating. It's like, man, this person, listen to this effort they're making